Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Three. Ready?
They start on the ground with and right away, he lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.
Succop's kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year. Got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
McCaffrey, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Now a play fake. Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Triple 38.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
That is caught by Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
52 blaster.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The Niners at 500 at 6-6. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Now Brady on the bootleg.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. (10-3) our score after one here on EA Sports.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Brady. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On play action, it's Brady.
Akers back-to-back catches. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
From midfield, here's Brady. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Brady. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Now, he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Throwing now is Brady. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cam Akers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 17-3. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robbie Anderson, 54 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, Brady. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Red cycle. Black Ultra. Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. 5. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. The final shot before half for Brady. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On play action, now Brady. This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again here with Akers. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
To kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they sand each other. You never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Lance now on first down.
He's got Anderson right side.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Cluster, 6, heel blue, broad red.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And this one complete to Doolin. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners get a bit closer.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Lance now on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw is caught here by Anderson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go, set. Red, cycle. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Lance again. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Completes a Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Lance going to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Again, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
On first down, Lance.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Lance looks to throw again.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Brady gives this one to Vaughn.
And some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes.
Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Ryan Suckup to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
10 cycles.
To throw, it's Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lance finding Kittle. First down, San Francisco.
Now Lance. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down at 7. Throwing now is Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Niners take over first down at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
And now here is another interception.
And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Right set.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I had no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the 49ers...